So today is day 4 and it was a doozy. I woke up on my own. I slept well. Woke up about 7:30. Temp was 98.6. I still felt just a little bit sick, I guess, but not terrible. Was hoping things were on the mend. By 11 a.m., I was back in bed. Just the achiness and just really tired. And the fever got back up to 99.5. It still hasn't gone any higher than 99.5. But technically, that's still a low-grade fever. I kept checking to see if my results were in, and checking the little My Health One app, and the results still weren't in, and we were past the 72-hour mark that the emergency room nurse told me that they would be in by. So I called the hospital, and they actually did have the test results in, so maybe it just hadn't updated to the app, but they said I was negative for COVID-19. So I talked to the nurse for a minute, and we decided that I should probably go get a flu test, because I definitely feel like I have the flu. Low-grade fever, aching, headaches. I had a twinge of nausea last night. So I quickly scheduled an appointment with a Ready Clinic for a flu and strep test. I went in, and they were both negative. So I talked to the doctor and showed her my blood work from Sunday and kind of explained the symptoms and what's going on. And she said, well, it's obvious that your body is fighting something just from the blood work. Even if you didn't have a fever, the blood work shows that your body is fighting something. And there's nothing else obvious going on. She did a full exam. And so she said, there we go, touching my face again. She said, it is possible that it is COVID and then I just tested too early. She said a lot of the people who test negative and then later test positive, it was because they tested on day 1 or 2 of their symptoms. And that's exactly what I did. The minute I had a symptom, which was the fever, I went and got tested because I'm a newborn photographer and I want to protect my clients and I want to be able to confidently say I do not have COVID. So we agreed that I need to go back home. That was the only place I went, and that I need to go back, and of course I wore a mask. That I need to go back home and quarantine, and that I should not come out of quarantine until it's been 72 hours since I've had any of these symptoms. So 72 hours from fever, 72 hours from achiness, 72 hours from just feeling run down and sick. And so I agreed, I think that's the best case scenario. And she said, by day 6 or 7, if you still feel the same, I would recommend that you go get retested, because by that time, your body will be shedding enough of the virus that the test would pick it up. And I did some Googling, and apparently, like, day 1, you're shedding a small amount of virus. Day 2, you're shedding a little bit more virus. Day 3, you're shedding even more virus. And as it progresses until you peak, you continue shedding more virus. And so if you test too early, it could be that you really do have the virus. It just didn't pick up the virus because it hadn't shed enough of it yet. So I came home, and I was sitting in the car talking to a girlfriend, and I just had the worst headache come on. And it is stabbing just right there, like there is an ice pick driving in my head. And this is all achy. My neck, the back of my neck is achy. Everything hurts. So I don't want to take any Tylenol or ibuprofen. And the doctor asked me if I had taken any. I said no. And the reason is because I want to know when the symptoms go away. So if I take Tylenol or Advil and I wait 72 hours and I continue taking Tylenol or Advil, I'm not going to really know if I had a fever or not. I'm also not going to know if I had aches or not. So I don't want to take the Tylenol or the Advil unless it is just unbearable pain. So I know something that helped last night with, they're touching my face again. Something that I know that helped with the aching yesterday was soaking in a magnesium salt bath. So I went and did that again, and I just got out, so my hair is wet again. So I soaked in a magnesium salt bath for about 30 minutes, and I do feel better. The headache is still there, the aches are still there, but it's not as intense as it was before the bath. So I'm waiting for Tiffany to email me or to text me back and tell me if there's anything that I can do or take to calm down the headache and the achiness enough so that I can sleep tonight. If she doesn't have anything or what she recommends doesn't work for me or I don't have it in stock, then I am going to take some Tylenol tonight just so that I can sleep. So today's day 4 and it is Wednesday. So I'm going to tough it out another 2 days, and then if by Saturday morning I'm not at least feeling on the mend and I still have a temperature, then I am going to go ahead and get retested through a drive-through test. And then, of course, I have to wait another 3 days probably to get the results, which I think is ridiculous. But it is what it is. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night.